Hey everyone, it's Kathy. How are you doing today? Wait a minute, let me get my volume. Okay, I think that's the right microphone. I hope everybody's having a great day. I'm looking to see who all's in here. Hello, Margie. Okay, the volume should be back up and running, so just hang tight with me just for a minute. I do have a little bit of a delay. Okay, Jennifer just alerted me that the volume is working, so we are up and live and we are here. Thank y'all all for being so patient with me yesterday. I had another procedure done on my right leg and I was in a lot of pain. I didn't sleep at all Tuesday night, so I wasn't really up to even getting myself ready yesterday to be presentable for live. But hey, I'm here now, and I'm so excited. I did work on my project a little bit and I've got something for y'all, but let me welcome everybody in. Hey Diane, it's good to see you. I haven't seen you in forever. Margie, so good to see you. Brenda Hightower, how are you? So good to see y'all. Margie, okay, we got Margie, Diane, I'm looking to see, and Randy Esposito is in the house. Welcome in. Welcome to everyone. Now I'm going to probably look away from the chat. Hey Jennifer, how are you? I've got both of my Jennifers in here, Jennifer Real and my daughter who is moderating for us today, Jennifer Toller. So I am so happy that y'all are here today. I came on a little early because I know Bill and Tracy comes on at 12 and a lot of y'all follow Bill and Tracy as well, and I do my best not to have conflict with their schedule versus mine. But whenever I can't go live on Wednesday, it does push me over to Thursday. So we're going to try to get this done. Hey Nancy, how are you? Good to see you, Nancy. All right, Connie, how are you? And Tina, we are getting a house full. That makes me so happy. So welcome in everyone. You know, if you are watching this live, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day to come in and spend a little time with me. We're going to craft, we're going to laugh, we're going to have fun, and hopefully I can teach y'all a new trick or two. That's always what I love to do, is teach a new trick. What we're going to do first is I want to show you, let me flip y'all down to, I'm going to show you, I tell you what, let's get this out of the way first. Everybody always wants to see the door prize, so let's do our door prize first. So I am going to transition y'all down to my craft. Hey Carmina, so happy you could make it. I have, this was from one of our celebrations, and this is the Counting Sheep stamp set. It is a cling stamp, brand new. And the matching dies. Now the dies are much more in detail than just this. You've got some little fences and all kinds of stuff that you can do things with. So this is going to be my door prize for today. So if you want to be in the drawing, make sure to let Jennifer know that, and you need to be here at the end of the drawing, unless you have a doctor's appointment or something urgent that takes you away. If you're here for most of it, Jennifer will make sure you get in the drawing. If you are new and I do not have your address, please make sure that you email that to me or text it to me. Jennifer has all that information. She'll put it in. If you don't have it then, or you don't write it down now, don't worry about it. You can go to my blog and get it. It'll be on my blog, and that will be linked as well. Okay, now let's look at what we're going to work with today. This stamp set, the Cottage Rose bundle, which is called the Cottage Flowers. The dies are Cottage Flowers, and it is on page 57 in the catalog. You can buy it as a bundle, and it's the Abigail Rose. I mean, not a bundle, a suite. And the suite comes with everything. There's a beautiful ribbon, the designer series paper, the stamp set, and the coordinating dies. We're only going to be working with the dies and the stamps today. I brought my paper pumpkin up here because I want to make a really quick announcement about the paper pumpkin. For your information, and I don't know that if any of y'all know this, but you can print out, and I'm going to put these on my blog, so if anybody wants to pick them up, you can print out this insert for your stamp set, and you print it and then you cut it to fit one of these, and you can buy these. I think there's 4 or 5 in a pack. I want to say they're $10. I'm not sure. Not a bad price at all for a nice plastic container. These are great for putting your dimensionals in. They're great for storing your cut paper. They're great for a lot of things. But when you print this out, it'll be on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and all you do is trim it down to fit this, and then you have this little pocket in the back, and you just slide it in. Oops. You just slide it in like so. Well, it's really easier than I'm making it look, I promise. Let's try it this way. Get my finger up underneath that. You just slide this in. Why is it when you're live, nothing ever works? You know, I slid this thing in when I made it, and it went in with no problem. But anyway, it just slides in like this. And then you have a place to store your stamp set for that particular one, and you have the pictures of the cards that they intended to be made. You have the name of the stamp set, and then you have pictures on the back of what that stamp set entails. And this was our stamp set from this kit. I'm going to pull that out real quick. So then you just drop this in, and then if you ever want to go back, I've got several of mine in packaging like this. So I'm just going to drop that back in. I thought I would let y'all know that I am going to put those up, and I wanted you to know what they were, so that if you want to print out those for your own personal use, please by all means do so. Alright, I'm going to show you this card. Now this is my prototype, and it did not come out exactly the way I wanted it. But there it is. I think it's beautiful. I think it's a beautiful card. This little piece tucks under and it opens up, and this is what did not turn out the way I wanted it. I had to glue another piece there. But then when you open the card up, you have your card here. Fold it back over, tuck this back under, and I don't have anything on the back because this is hid. This little piece is hid behind this white piece. So we're going to make this, but we're going to do it in a different color. I wanted to work with the Orchid Oasis because y'all know I love that color. So I'm not going to give that card away because it's got blunders in it, but I am going to give away these 2 cards. Remember we made these, or I made these one Monday, and I was late getting them up, and I have the cards, so we're going to do a drawing for those, as well as this beautiful card we're going to make today. Now we're going to need some scraps of white. So I've got some scrap pieces of white cardstock. The plastic containers, Carmina, are, let me look in my catalog and I can tell you. They're stamped, you know, if you got one of your stamp cases damaged or anything, you can replace it by buying those, because these inserts come out too. This is on the, see how that just comes out? So that's what they're made for, but they work so great for so many other things. Let me look and I'll tell you. Those are on... I know they're in here. It's just where they're at. They're in with some of the supply stuff. There they are, number 8. Standard stamp case. They're $8.50 and you get 4 of them. I was thinking they were $10, but they're $8.50 and you get 4 of those in a pack. So that's not bad at all. I don't think that's bad. And like I said, they come in so handy for so many different things. Alright, what we're going to do, I'm going to give y'all the measurements as I go. Here, I cut a piece of that. Isn't that beautiful? This is the Orchid Oasis, and this piece is just a quarter sheet, so it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. That's going to be the back of our card. Then you're going to need your actual card, which this is going to be a little bit different. So it's going to be 8 inches by 5 1/2. No, 5 1/4, I'm sorry, 5 1/4. 8.5 by 5 1/4, scored at 4. Now all these measurements are going to be in on the blog post. When you go to my blog, you'll see the pictures of these cards. Even the blundered one will be on there, because I figure I'll put that on there so everybody can see it. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut this as your card, and the reason this is smaller is I want this to sit on here like that. But that little triangle piece that we're going to do, I cut it. It's a square, and it's 3 3/4. 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, and then all you're going to do is either fold it, or you can score it in your scoreboard or your trimmer from the top, and I think this is the way I wrote it in my instructions, from the top left to the bottom right. You just want to score it right in half so that you get that nice little fold like that. And then this is going to glue onto the back of this. Just like that. Now I had to kind of finagle, and I played with it several times, and I finally got, and I did it on just regular copy paper. I tried it at 4. Hey Alicia, welcome in. I want to introduce that Alicia Burris and Jennifer Toller, you see the blue wrench by their names. They are my moderators. They can help you if you have questions. I have Jennifer in my ear today. Sometimes I have Alicia in my ear, but today I have Jennifer, and she will relay any questions that y'all might have, and I'll stop and try to answer. Hey Beverly, good to see you. So anyway, this is going to fit on here. The back of this is going to hide right here, just like that. And on top of here, because I'm really staying with that Orchid Oasis, we're going to use a piece of that glimmer paper. Isn't that gorgeous? And that is going to tuck on top of there. But we're going to need something to really make this whole thing pop, right? Well, we're going to use those Cottage rows, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do. I'm going to bring out my, and I don't think I put this on the supply list, but this is our Stamparatus. If you have not used the Stamparatus, I was forever sold on the Misty until I tried this one. And I had a Tim Holtz one, and I didn't care for it. But this one is fantastic. Because I'm using a cling stamp, I don't have any foam behind here. I'm just using it straight down. I'm going to grab my stamps. I'm only going to do one of these because I have pre-cut everything, but I want to show you how I did this and what I did so that you can get an idea of how this is going to work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my little, Jennifer just told me that Beverly was here, and I had already seen her and said hey. But Jennifer's busy in the background, so she might not have always heard exactly what I'm saying. I'm going to use my little embossing buddy, and I am going to, now guess what we're going to do, right? We're going to do some heat embossing. I found out that if I heat emboss, and I got to show y'all, I got to show you. Let's see if I got it over here in my little die cut pieces. This is when I was playing around doing the other card. Let me pull this over here where I can get to it. When I was playing around, I tried heat embossing, and I tried just some coloring, and I want to show you. Here was the piece that I just colored. Now the coloring looks good. I think it's very pretty, but look at this next to the one that I heat embossed. Look at the wow factor. I absolutely loved doing the heat embossing, and I think it looks even prettier done with the Orchid Oasis. So I just wanted to bring that out and show you. I did one where I did it in pink. I did one where I tried it with watercolors. I really played with this because I wanted to find the best way that this card would pop really well for everyone. And I found that the heat embossing to me was the prettiest. So I'm using my Versamark ink, And I'm going to use my stamp case. If you have a Stamparatus, the stamp case works perfect to give you a level surface when you are inking. So I'm going to ink this up. And I want to thank everybody for your prayers while I was down with my leg. It's still very sore. My leg is black and blue. And the bruises are so sore. They hurt to move, but they told me to move, and move some more. So I got up this morning and I got my shower and got my hair and my face fixed, because y'all know my face is broke when I wake up in the morning. I did my hair and my makeup. I took care of my dogs. I mopped my kitchen. I loaded the dishwasher. I got a load of clothes out of the dryer. I got another load in the washer. So I definitely moved this morning. I did as much moving as I could before I had to sit here for a little bit. Now that, I can tell it took, but it looks like it needs a little bit more. This is the good thing about the Stamparatus. We can re-ink and re-ink and re-ink and not have to worry about lining up, because you're going to get that perfect line every time. Oh, I made a rhyme. I'm a poet and didn't know it. Oh, thank you, Connie. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. I'm going to do my best, like I said earlier, to try to get y'all out of here, because I know many of y'all follow Tracy, and I never like to be a conflict of interest with one YouTuber to another, especially when it's someone that has helped me get my channel up and running. I'm just going to leave that on there for right now. I'll clean that after we finish. So I'm going to take this, and I've got this little board that I love to use, and I'm going to clip this on here. Oh, I need to put embossing powder on it first, don't I? I'm getting ahead of myself, y'all. I think some embossing powder would help first. Okay. Jennifer's got to run away from the computer just for a minute, but she told me to let everybody know she'll be right back. She has to go grab her catalog. So here's our black embossing powder. Now when you buy the embossing powders from Stampin' Up, you get 3 colors in your basic: black, white, and clear. So I'm going to take and put this on here. I never get tired of heat embossing. I think it's so beautiful. Now if you look at your image and you've got some little specks here and there, take your little oh, I see a place I missed. Right up there. That's one thing you want to look for first, is make sure that you didn't miss anything. But then if you've got some little bits and pieces of embossing powder that shouldn't be there, just brush it away. Be careful, because if you hit your design, you're going to knock the embossing powder off of it, and that's not what we want to do. Before you heat set, make sure that you close up your embossing powder. That's kind of crucial. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it on like this, because I got a little bit of space up there. Now this board and this clip is not a Stampin' Up product. I'm using it because I love it. This was something I purchased off of another site, but I love it's a whole little system to hold your heat tool and your other tools like your tweezers and what have you. Jennifer went to get her catalog so she could put the Stamparatus in for me. Thank you, honey. She's such a good girl. So I'm going to turn on my heat tool, and it's going to be noisy, but I'm going to let it heat up for about 30 seconds before I actually put it to my paper. Oh, Randy, you've got to try heat embossing. It makes everything pop. Oh, I'm going to challenge you this week. You need to pull it out and try it. It is so much fun. I never ever get tired of watching the powder melt on my paper. So I'm going to start, and I like to go in little circular motions. You can burn your embossing powder and your paper, so you need to keep it moving. Just like when you're blow drying your hair, if you don't keep it moving, you'll burn your scalp. Same way with this. As long as you're moving, you just want to keep it moving. And when you see it start to get shiny, that's when you know that it's melted. And it takes a little, it takes a minute, but it is so worth it. And because you have this edge on everything, it makes your coloring so much easier. So that looks good. Now I'm going to take it off of here, and I'm going to hold it and just do the back of it. Jennifer just let me know that I have the wrong colors on. Are you sure? I must not have sent you the right sheet, Jennifer. Jennifer's letting me know she doesn't have the right colors for today. And I'm thinking, well, we'll worry about that in a few minutes. We're going to concentrate on what we're doing, and we're going to keep going. Don't worry about putting anything in yet. Oh, good, Randy. I'm glad you're accepting my challenge. I love it. So, okay, that Jennifer, if it's the red that's in there instead of the Orchid Oasis, if you want to just substitute the Orchid Oasis for that, that would be great. All right. So here's our little flower. So I'm going to show you the colors that I used. I don't think I used that one. I only used 5, and I only have my color lifter in case I need it. But I've got the Orchid Oasis, and these are our alcohol markers, the Stampin' Blends, and these are wonderful. They color so pretty. And I've got Old Olive, the light and the dark. When you buy a pack of these, you get both colors together, and they're so pretty for blending. So I am going to start off with my light one. This is the light Orchid Oasis, and I'm using my bullet tip. Oh, you know what? I didn't finish heat setting right there. Well, you know what? I'm just going to color over here. Yep, see, it's smudged. That's why you need to really make sure you get all of that powder. I'm just going to color over here to show you, because I have it done, how easy it is to color with these if you heat emboss. You have an edge that kind of keeps you in line. Now, yeah, you still got to be a little bit careful so you don't bleed out, but just color in like that. Like that. Alcohol markers spread. So if you have a regular stamped image and you get real close to the edge, a lot of times it will bleed over that edge. I always tell people, if you're doing a regular coloring on a stamped image that's not been heat embossed, be really careful when you get to the edge. Don't go all the way to the edge, because more than likely that ink, that alcohol ink, it's going to go out. It's going to spread out. But see how I'm leaving a little bit of light and dark in there, so it's not completely. So you would color each one of your petals like this. Hey Kathy, how are you? Good to see you. I started a little bit early. Kathy was one of the ones that was a little bit concerned. Now what I do when I come back with my dark, and where those lines are at, I'm just going to reinforce those with a little bit of that dark ink, like that. And then you can come back with your light and just blend it out a little bit. So then what I do is just pull it with the lighter color. I enjoyed coloring with these alcohol markers. They're so pretty. So, and I do the same thing with the leaves. I think what I did is I did one side of them dark. So I'm going to do the underside dark. And this is the dark Old Olive. Yep, dark Old Olive. And then I came back in and I did the light on one side. So that it looks like the sun is kind of hitting your flower, and one side of the leaf is a little bit lighter than the other one. And that's how I colored it. Now I'm not going to sit here and make y'all watch me color all of the pieces that I had for this, but I did want to show you the markers that I used and the process of coloring. I'm just going to put a rubber band back around those so they don't go scattered everywhere. And let's bring our card back over. Like I said, I have my base. I have my actual card, which is a little smaller, and all the dimensions will be on the PDF file that you will find on my blog. Y'all need to give me a little bit of time after the video to make sure I get everything put in there and all my corrections made, and then that should be up this afternoon. And you can actually print that out. My PDFs are always free. So that's going to go on there like that, and then this is going to go on here like this. Huh? Hey Mary, how are you? Okay, so you put this on just about like this. And now we are going to grab our flowers. And these are the ones that I cut. I cut some of the smaller ones. I've got some leaves. I got 2 small ones, 1 of the large ones. And look how beautiful those are. Aren't they pretty? I love, love, love this set. So now, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let's put everything together. Let's go ahead and start. The way I would do it, or the way I'm going to do it, is I'm going to glue this down on here first and get this piece on and out of my way. Now what you want to do is only put glue on the piece that's going to go up underneath. So I'm just going to grab some liquid glue, and I'm going to glue, glue, come on. Don't fail me, little glue bottle. There we go. Now we got a flow of glue. So that's going to come up just like that. If y'all are new to my channel or you've not been here before, please think about subscribing. I'm trying to grow my channel. I'd love to have you as a subscriber. You can, if you ring that little bell beside the notification, or beside the join, you will be notified every time I go live or whenever I put up a video. So I try to do videos on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or Saturday, depending on how my schedule runs. My lives are usually on Wednesday, not Thursday, but I have a little issue to... Now, this right here wants to kind of come over that and make it come up. I'm going to take this to my trimmer and take off about a 1/16 of an inch. Put your piece on first and see if it needs it. If it doesn't need it, don't do it. If it does need it, it's no big deal. Just take off just the slightest little bit, just like that, just a sliver. And what that's going to allow is your card's going to close down nice and flat. Okay. You can always fix anything in paper crafting. It's paper. You can cut it, you can manipulate it, you can glue over top of it. So those are all the ways that you can actually get around your mistakes. And we all make them. We all make mistakes. Alright, what I'm going to do now is I want to go ahead and glue down this beautiful piece of glimmer. And this is the Orchid Oasis in the glimmer. And it's actually an ombre effect. So one side of the paper is darker and it gets lighter as it goes up. I chose the darkest side, and I'm taking the lighter side and putting it to the inside. Or do I want to do it the other way? Let's see how the flowers look. That's the main thing, is how the flowers look. Ooh, I think I want it that way. I think that will be a contrast better for my flowers. And these are decisions I'm making on the fly. So just go ahead and put some glue. On the back of that glimmer paper. I love this glimmer paper. It is so beautiful. Hey, I'm a girl. I like anything that sparkles. Yeah, it's telling me that my Bluetooth is low on battery. I don't know why. I think it was my Bluetooth. Yeah, because it's definitely not my phone. So give me just a second. I'm going to switch my Bluetooth. Alright, Jennifer, hopefully you can still hear me. Alright, so now what we're going to do is I want to put these two down first, because these I'm going to glue straight down. This one I'm going to want to pop up a little bit. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pop these up, but I'm going to double pop this. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? I am going to put my leaves coming out and going up this way. I want to try to stay within the boundaries of my card. So I'm going to grab my Stampin Dimensionals. I'm going to get my mini ones out too, because I might need to use those. I'm going to put a couple. Now, y'all hear Bella in the background. She's over there snoring. She hasn't felt good today. She's my little eater. She's always wanting to eat, and she did not eat this morning. So, and I could hear her little tummy just rumbling. So she was not feeling well this morning. So we're gonna kind of keep an eye on her today, and she might just have a little stomach bug or something. Toby made up for lost time. When Bella won't eat one of her little chicky sticks, and any of y'all that know me, you know what I'm talking about. It's her little treat. They're not even called chicky sticks, but they look like the bone from a chicken thigh. And she loves them, and she would not even eat her chicky stick this morning. So when she won't eat her chicky stick, I get a little concerned. All right, I'm going to put glue on this, even though I'm tucking it underneath one of those dimensionals. Or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just... I might not have to now that I got it down. I think it's on there. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put dimensionals on the smaller flower. That's going to go to the bottom. And I'm angling both of the flowers kind of the same way toward that point on the card. You can put yours down any way that you want to. It's your card, and it's your decision. I'm going to put that one kind of going up like that. And then I'm going to put this one where it's going to go over top of these, about like that. Now this one I'm going to put double dimensionals on because I want it to sit over top of these. So everywhere that I put a dimensional, I'll take the backer off of it, and I will, oh wait a minute. This side I don't want any under because that's where our tuck piece is going to go. So we're only going to put it on this side, about like that. So I'm going to take the backers off. Just like that. And then I'm going to take and put, oops, my little take your pick tool is just misbehaving. I'm going to lay this on top of here. Just like that. And see, that's going to give us a lot more height in our piece. And anytime you need to add a little bit more height, it's okay. Now, mailing the card, you may have to add a little extra postage on it. And I've been finding lately that I've been having some cards to come back for lack of postage, and I thought that I was putting enough of postage on my cards, but evidently. So if I send y'all a card and you don't get it, please let me know. You know, one of the cards like today I'm giving out. I think normally y'all are really good to let me know that you got the card. So hopefully that's been the case. All right, this is going to go right about here. That needs to go more over here. Oh, come on. So I want those little leaves to kind of tuck right about there. I want that piece up over top of that because that's just pretty. Okay, Kathy and Mary and who else was it, Jen? Tina Barker. If y'all three would let Jennifer know whether you want to be in the drawing or not, I would really appreciate that. Now what's going to happen is this is going to tuck underneath there just like that. Isn't that gorgeous? Such a pretty card. I've actually lost my chat. I don't know what happened, but there we go. All right. I think that's stunning. I hope y'all are enjoying this. Now, I cut 2 pieces out of this punch. And Jennifer, I don't think I put that on there either. It was an aftersight. Let's go ahead and glue the whole card base, because this is what the back of that card's going to look like. That's why we're putting it. It is the Label Me Lovely, and there's the number. It's 151296. So what we're going to do now, I made 2 of these because where I was going to put them was down here. I was going to tuck a little message right about here. But you know, this card is so pretty, I don't know if I want to mess up the front of it with a sentiment. What do y'all think? I really don't think I want to. I love the look of this card so much. I'm going to do it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to glue these 2 together. And the reason I'm gluing them together is to give myself a little bit, you know what, that doesn't feel like the thick cardstock. Let me grab a piece of my thick, because I want that piece to be heavy, because it's going to get a little bit of wear and tear. Okay, this is definitely the thick Whisper White. And I had somebody that viewed one of my videos, and she said her card would not sit up. And I had told her that it may have been the fact that she did not use a heavy enough cardstock for her base. I am going to, I'm not going to cut. Yes, I am going to cut. And this needs to be, yeah, that's a good idea. Let me try. Hey Cindy, how are you? Good to see you. All right, we're going to grab a smaller punch. Alicia, that was a wonderful idea. I got to make sure it's current. I don't want to grab one that's not current. This is smaller. That would definitely work. All right, let's try this one. This is the Label Me Fancy, and we are going to, we'll punch it and see what happens. How about that? And I'm going to punch it twice, because even with this I want to make sure that, and see, it's punching out the hole in that other little piece. That's made so you can make this a little tag if you wanted to, which I think is so cute. But we're not going to do a tag. We're actually going to make this just a little label. Now we're going to see what's going to fit in it. Let's go ahead, before we go any further, and let's glue the back of this onto our card base. So I am going to, yeah, this is a beautiful set. And this paper, oh my word. I have not heard anybody say anything negative about the in colors this year. Everybody has said they are the prettiest colors that Stampin' Up! Has come up with to date. And I have to agree, they are lovely. There's not one of them that I dislike. I like all 5 of the new in colors. But I have to say I'm a little partial to this Orchid Oasis. Look, I got my dimensionals. These things stick to everything. If y'all use these, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But I love them because they're so easy and convenient, and you can get so much lift on your card. All right, let's see what happens now. What if we tuck that little label like that? I don't know. What do y'all think? I think this would fit on there. It's going to be fab. Oh, that would be cute with it going that way. And we could tuck it under right about there. Let's stamp it and see. And you know what we're going to do? I'm going to emboss it because the rest of the card is embossed. Y'all know me. I got to... I'm not froze on my end, Jen. Oh, Randy's saying no label. You think it's prettier without the label and we can just do a sentiment on the inside? Yeah, I think we need a sentiment on it. We're going to try it. Let's try it and see. I do like putting it here because that way it wouldn't be stress against this. Maybe right there. We're going to try it. I'm going to stamp it. We can lay it out and we don't have to glue it down. So we'll see how this goes. Let's play with it and see. Alright, I need my embossing buddy. First and foremost, if you're heat embossing, make sure you use your embossing buddy. It takes the oils and stuff that's on your hands out of the way. Now what did I do? Here it is. My Versamark. I'm not going to use my... Okay, Jennifer's restarting her computer. She said I was completely frozen on her end. I hope I'm not on anybody else's. We're going to try the label, and if we don't like it, we just won't put it on there. And I'm holding that because I really want that Versamark ink to transfer because I can't stamp this twice. Okay, it looks like it got some ink on it. Let's see how it turns out. I'm going to grab my little tweezers. And these are the new Stampin' Up! Tweezers, and they are fabulous. Let's see, let's get it right there. And my black embossing powder. And then we're going to tap it. And my little brush, where did my brush go? Oh, I stuck it over here. I stuck it where it didn't belong. Alright, so now we're just going to brush anything that doesn't need to be on there off. Let's grab our little heat tool and we're going to go to town with the heat tool again. Sorry about the noise. Just bear with me. Got that good. Now let's bring our card back over. You know, sometimes you don't know until you actually put something down on something. What do y'all think? I think that's kind of cute. We could put it up here, we could put it in the middle, or we could put it down here. All right. Yeah, so Randy thinks it looks like an afterthought. Yeah, it is pretty plain. Okay, I'll tell you what, let's leave it plain. And I'm not going to stamp anything inside because I want to, this card is going to one of you. So, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to leave it as so, and then whoever wins this card can do, if they want to put a label on the front, they can. If they decide they want to, you know, we could turn this up just a little bit like that. I just think this card is so beautiful. I think it is just stunning. I like this one better than I did the red one. So, we got our card done. How are we doing on time? We're doing really good. I'm going to get y'all out of here so you don't miss Bill and Tracy if that's your thing and you want to go over and see what they're up to today. Let's go ahead and do our drawings first. Our main door prize is the Counting Sheep Stamp and Die. Now, if you have not let Jennifer know that you want to be in the drawing, please let her know now. She is accumulating the names and what have you, so she's going to do the drawing. And Autumn is back in school, so Miss Autumn's not there to draw the names today like she normally does. She always enjoyed that. She felt like she was helping Mommy and Gammy out. Gotta love those grandbabies, right? Oh, thank y'all. Thank you for the compliments on the card. I thought this card was gorgeous too. I had so much fun making this, playing with it and trying to get my measurements right and everything to work together. So I was thrilled with the way it turned out. So pretty. So I mean, I'm really excited for who's going to win this card. All right, let's go ahead and do our drawing first. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, Tina, if you wanted to put the triangle flap on the inside, you could. The way I did it, I glued my flap to the back because I wanted it to come over and close the card down, so that way the card's not, you know, kind of flapping. You could very easily do away with the flap and just have that. But I thought that was a cute little element to work, and like I said, it's glued back behind that piece. So, and if you wanted to, you could actually glue another piece of paper to this to make this a little heavier if you wanted to. But I was afraid that it wouldn't bend to open. Yeah, thank y'all for the thumbs up. I need lots and lots of likes. So we got 15 people watching, and I'm only seeing 1 like on my end. Of course, I might need to refresh, but I'm not messing with it right now. All right, we're going to do the drawing for the Counting Sheep. If you want to be in the drawing for this, if you win, make sure you, if I don't have your address, and I think I might have it. Diane, I don't know if I have your address or not. So if you are the winner, I think everybody else I do have the address. So anyway, drum roll. Is Jennifer ready? Oh, Jennifer's not on the chat right now. Ha ha. Okay. Okay, Mary Phillips, if you're still here, would you please say yes or no on whether you want to be in the drawing? Okay, Jennifer can't see the chat right now. Her computer is doing updates. All of a sudden, in the middle of our live, her computer decided to... Oh, okay, I get what you're saying, Tina. Put the sentiment here. Oh, that would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Oh, yeah. But then I'm wondering if that's going to impede in being able... You see, that's going to cause that not to bend under. So I don't think that would work. If this was white, you could stamp your sentiment on it. Or you could cut a piece of white to go on this and stamp your sentiment on it. Lots of great ideas. Thank y'all so much. All right. Who else was it, Jennifer, that you said you needed to know? I think Mary Phillips may have already left. And Cindy Anderson, are you still here? I don't know if Cindy is still here or not. The last sentiment, I mean, the last message or the last comment was at 11:27 she was here. Cindy, are you still here? I'm gonna wait just a minute because I want to make sure that everybody gets in the drawing that wants to be. I think the flap adds to the card too, Connie. I I absolutely adore this card. I think it's so pretty. So if you don't have the Cottage Rose bundle, put it on your list because I think you need it. I think this is going to be a set that you're going to use over and over and over. I love it. And the paper, I did something totally different by going with the bolder colors. Jennifer, I'm not getting any response from Cindy or Mary, so I would say proceed without them. The Abigail Rose paper that goes with this bundle or coordinates with it is gorgeous, but it's a very old vintage looking paper with a lot of browns and creams and crumb cake type colors. It is absolutely a beautiful pack of paper, but I wanted to do something bold and beautiful. Alright, so we're getting ready to do the drawing. So I think Jennifer has everybody's names, and this is for the Counting Sheep stamp set and dies. Connie Sorbeck, you are the winner of the Counting Sheep. Congratulations, Connie. Congratulations. Alright, so let me put Connie's name on here, and I will do my best to get these out. If my mail hasn't run by the time I finish up here, I'll get it out today. If not, it'll go out first thing in the morning. Alright, that's Connie. And now for this beautiful card. This is going to be next. Diane, my email is Kathy@randomactsofcrafting.com. Jennifer will pop it up there in this. Well, no, she can't. Let's see if I can. Yeah, Alicia, can you put my email address up there for me? I don't know if she's watching on her computer. Actually, I can do it. I think. It's not wanting to work. Okay, let's see if it's going to work now. I'm working it, y'all, trying to get this to come up. There we go. All right, there we go. So I am Kathy Random Acts of Stamping here, but I'm still using my email from when I had my business before I started with Stampin' Up. So that's why my email is still Kathy@Random Acts of Crafting. I really want to get that changed. I just haven't called to have it done and to see all of the implications that's going to play into that. So Kathy@randomactsofcrafting.com. All right. Our winner for this card, Jennifer Reel. Congratulations, Jennifer. And I said real, and it's real. I'm so sorry. Old habits die hard. And then, like I told you, I'm going to give away both of these cards because I just love to give away stuff. And I wish I had a stamp and die for everyone, but I don't. So we're going to do these two cards. I'm going to do the happy birthday first. And the winner of this one is going to be Randy Esposito. Congratulations, Randy. I'm going to write this over here because I have embossing on this card. Okay. And then our Thinking of You card. And these cards have insides. I have already put in the cardstock and the layer for you to stamp or write your message or whatever. The winner of the Thinking of You card, Tina Barker. All right, we done gave away all of the. We just about give away the farm. Was that not an old saying? We just about given away the farm. No, like I said, I wish, and I'm hoping in time that I will be large enough where I can afford to give y'all all Stampin' Up back over to me. There we go. Can y'all tell I'm due for a haircut? I'm constantly doing this with my hair now. But thank y'all so much for tuning in today. It has been a pleasure to spend almost an hour with everyone. And it's always a fun time. I enjoy y'all so much. I'm so blessed to have y'all as a part of my crafty family. Like I said, if y'all want the dimensions and everything for this card and you didn't get them as they were going into the chat, please, please, please give me a few minutes. It will be in the PDF. I'm hoping y'all are taking stock of the PDFs, and if you're going in and saving those to your computer or your tablet or printing them out for your own personal use, because I put a lot of work into my PDFs so that y'all have all the dimensions and pictures and all of my links and the supplies that I used, so that if you want anything, you can get it. If you want to join my Facebook group, the link is going to be in that on that PDF as well. When you bring it up on your computer, they're all clickable links, so you can click and go directly to where you need to be. So again, God bless and keep you. As I always say in closing, let everything that you do and say bring glory to our Father in heaven. He is so worthy. He's worthy of our praise and our honor. And let's live our life for Him. After all, He gave His for us. So until next time, God bless and keep you. I love you all so much. Mwah. Bye-bye.